Energy for Smart Cities. Course content. Introduction to Smart Cities. The role of energy in smart cities. Smart grids and intelligent energy systems. Renewable energy integration. Energy storage solutions. Demand-side management and smart metering. Electric mobility and urban transport. Digitalization and energy analytics. Resilience, reliability, and disaster preparedness. Policy, governance and regulation. Financing energy for smart cities. Future trends and innovations. Part 1. Introduction to Smart Cities. What is a smart city? A smart city is an urban area that uses digital technologies and data-driven solutions to enhance the quality of life for its residents, improve operational efficiency, and promote sustainable development. At its core, a smart city integrates information and communication technologies, ICT, across multiple sectors to optimize services, foster innovation, and enable better governance. Smart cities leverage a variety of interconnected technologies, such as sensors, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things (IoT), to gather real-time information about urban operations. These insights are then used to make informed decisions and automate processes, leading to improved infrastructure, efficient use of resources, and enhanced citizen services. The need for smart cities. The 21st century has seen unprecedented urbanization. According to the United Nations, more than 55% of the world's population now lives in urban areas, a figure expected to rise to 68% by 2050. This rapid urban growth presents complex challenges including increased energy demand, traffic congestion and pollution, waste management, aging infrastructure, socio-economic disparities, climate change and environmental degradation. Smart cities provide an opportunity to address these challenges through integrated planning and advanced technologies, while ensuring inclusivity, resilience, and sustainability. Core pillars of a smart city. A smart city encompasses several interconnected domains, each critical for its functioning. These include smart governance, transparent, accountable, and participatory decision-making supported by e-governance tools. Smart mobility, intelligent transportation systems, electric vehicles, and multimodal transport integration. Smart economy, innovation hubs, digital entrepreneurship, and efficient service delivery models. Smart environment, pollution monitoring, green infrastructure, and sustainable resource use. Smart people, education, digital literacy, and community engagement. Smart living, healthcare, safety, housing, and quality of life. Smart energy, efficient generation, distribution, and consumption of energy, which is the central theme of this course. The role of energy in smart cities. Energy is the backbone of all smart city functions. Whether it's powering public transport, lighting streets, or running data centers, energy plays a vital role in ensuring a city's smart systems function smoothly and sustainably. A smart energy ecosystem includes diversified energy sources with emphasis on renewables, intelligent distribution networks, smart grids, real-time monitoring and automation, energy-efficient buildings and infrastructure, active participation of consumers in energy management. As cities become smarter, their energy systems must also evolve, becoming more adaptive, resilient, and integrated. Technology enablers. The following technologies serve as enablers in the smart city context. Internet of Things (IoT) connects devices and infrastructure for real-time data collection and control. Artificial intelligence (AI) enables predictive analytics and automated decision-making. Big data and cloud computing handles massive volumes of data for insights and scalability. Blockchain ensures transparency and security in energy transactions. 5G connectivity supports faster communication and low-latency data exchange. These technologies allow city systems to function cohesively and respond dynamically to changing demands. Global smart city initiatives. Several cities across the globe have embraced the smart city model. Barcelona, Spain, pioneered smart parking, smart street lighting, and ICT-enabled urban planning. Singapore uses AI for traffic control, water management, and public safety. Amsterdam, Netherlands, integrates smart grids and citizen-led energy initiatives. Songdo, South Korea, a purpose-built smart city with integrated infrastructure and data systems. These examples highlight the diverse approaches and innovations being adopted to build smarter, more sustainable cities. Energy focus in this course. While smart cities span many sectors, this course will delve specifically into the energy dimension, exploring how smart energy systems are designed, deployed, and managed. It will cover topics such as smart grid development, renewable energy integration, electric vehicles and transport electrification, smart buildings and urban planning, policy frameworks and business models. By understanding these components, we can grasp how smart energy systems form the foundation for a successful smart city. Part 2: The role of energy in smart cities. Energy as a foundational layer. Energy is the invisible force that powers every aspect of a smart city. From running public transit systems and illuminating streets, to fueling digital infrastructure and data centers, modern urban life is fundamentally dependent on the availability, reliability, and sustainability of energy. In a smart city, energy is no longer just a utility. It's a strategic asset that drives innovation, resilience, and inclusivity. A smart city's functionality relies on constant data exchange and real-time system coordination. This digital backbone, in turn, demands a stable and sustainable energy supply, making energy systems foundational to smart urban development. Key characteristics of smart energy systems. Smart energy systems differ significantly from traditional ones in terms of structure, responsiveness, and integration. Key characteristics include decentralization. Energy generation is shifting from centralized power plants to distributed energy resources (DERs), such as rooftop solar panels, wind turbines, and local microgrids. Digitization. Sensors, meters, and control systems collect and analyze real-time data, enabling smarter management of supply and demand. Decarbonization. Transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy reduces carbon footprints and promotes sustainability. Demand responsiveness. Consumers are empowered to manage their energy usage dynamically, often becoming prosumers who both produce and consume energy. These features are essential to developing cities that are not only smart, but also clean, resilient, and adaptable. Energy demand in urban settings. Urban areas are major consumers of energy, accounting for over 75% of global energy use and a similar share of carbon emissions. Key drivers of urban energy demand include residential and commercial buildings, transport systems, public lighting and utilities, industry and manufacturing zones, digital infrastructure and data centers. Managing this energy demand efficiently requires integrated planning, advanced forecasting, and behavioral insights. Energy challenges in cities. Despite technological progress, cities face several energy-related challenges. Grid congestion. Rapid urbanization can overload energy grids. Reliability issues. Outages due to aging infrastructure or natural disasters. High energy costs, especially in developing economies or regions dependent on imported fuels. Environmental impacts. Pollution from fossil fuels contributes to urban smog and climate change. Inequitable access. marginalized communities may lack reliable energy services. Addressing these challenges is crucial for equitable and inclusive urban development. The smart city energy ecosystem. A smart city's energy ecosystem includes multiple interconnected components. Smart grids enable two-way communication between utilities and consumers for dynamic control of electricity flows. Renewable energy systems include solar, wind, biomass, and hydropower integrated at various scales. Energy storage. Batteries and other storage technologies stabilize supply and provide backup. Smart buildings, equipped with energy-efficient systems, sensors, and automation for optimal performance. Electric mobility, electric vehicles (EVs), charging infrastructure, and integrated mobility platforms. Energy management systems (EMS), software tools that monitor, analyze, and optimize energy use in real time. Together, these components create an intelligent, responsive, and sustainable energy network. Economic and environmental benefits. Smart energy systems deliver numerous benefits for both cities and their residents. Lower energy bills, through efficiency and demand management. Reduced emissions, enabling cities to meet climate goals. Job creation, in sectors such as renewables, energy tech, and green infrastructure. Improved air quality, by reducing fossil fuel use in transport and heating. Resilience, better ability to handle disruptions and recover from shocks. Cities investing in smart energy often see strong returns in the form of economic vitality, environmental health, and improved public services. Citizen engagement and behavioral change. The success of smart energy systems depends not only on technology, but also on people. Educating citizens about their energy use, providing real-time feedback, and offering incentives can lead to significant behavior change. Smart meters, mobile apps, and community energy programs are tools that encourage active participation and energy-conscious lifestyles. Aligning with Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). The transformation of energy systems in smart cities contributes directly to several SDGs, including 7 Sudanese pounds, affordable and clean energy. 11 Sudanese pounds, sustainable cities and communities. 13 Sudanese pounds, climate action. 9 Sudanese pounds, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Aligning energy policies and projects with these goals helps create holistic and future-proof urban environments. Part 3: Smart grids and intelligent energy systems. From traditional grids to smart grids. Traditional electricity grids were built on a centralized model. Power was generated at large plants and transmitted over long distances to consumers, with minimal feedback or flexibility. These legacy systems face significant limitations in today's dynamic urban environments. One-way power flow. Limited integration of renewable energy. Vulnerable to outages and inefficiencies. Inflexible in responding to demand fluctuations. Smart grids represent a paradigm shift. They transform passive electricity infrastructure into intelligent, responsive systems that can accommodate distributed energy sources, enable two-way communication, and enhance real-time decision-making. What is a smart grid? A smart grid is an energy network that uses digital communication, automation, and advanced analytics to monitor, manage, and optimize the production, distribution, and consumption of electricity. It integrates physical infrastructure like wires, transformers, and substations with digital technology, sensors, smart meters, and software systems. Key attributes of smart grids: two-way power and data flows. Self-healing capabilities to detect and correct faults. Integration of renewable and distributed energy resources. Real-time monitoring and remote control. Consumer participation through demand response programs. Components of a smart grid. The smart grid is composed of interconnected layers that function together as a cohesive system. are smart meters. Measure electricity usage in real time. Provide detailed data to utilities and consumers. Enable time-of-use pricing and consumption tracking. B. Advanced Distribution Management Systems (ADMS). Control centers that manage grid operations. Analyze real-time data to ensure balance and reliability. Support outage management and grid optimization. C. Distributed Energy Resources (DERs). Small-scale, localized generation like rooftop solar or community wind. Plug into the grid and support local loads. Often paired with battery storage for flexibility. D. Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition (SCADA) systems. Allow centralized monitoring and remote control of grid infrastructure. Critical for utility operators to make fast, informed decisions. E. Communication networks. Ensure seamless data exchange across all grid components. Include fiber optics, wireless and 5G technologies. 3.4 Intelligent Energy Systems. Smart grids are a cornerstone of intelligent energy systems, which go beyond electricity to integrate heating, cooling, gas, mobility, and even water and waste systems. These holistic systems rely on artificial intelligence (AI) for load forecasting, fault prediction and optimization. Big data analytics to identify patterns, improve efficiency and personalize energy services. Blockchain to secure peer-to-peer energy transactions and decentralize billing. IoT sensors for real-time data collection on usage, weather and grid health. By coordinating energy across sectors, intelligent energy systems can help cities reduce costs, lower emissions and increase resilience. Benefits of smart grids. Smart grids offer a range of tangible benefits. Increased efficiency reduces energy losses and peak demand. Reliability and resilience, faster detection and isolation of faults. Environmental gains, better integration of clean energy sources. Consumer empowerment, real-time insights into energy use and flexible pricing. Operational savings, automates many utility functions, reducing costs. These advantages make smart grids essential for the future of urban energy. Challenges in smart grid implementation. Despite their potential, smart grids face several challenges. High upfront costs, infrastructure upgrades, IT systems and cybersecurity measures. Data privacy and security, protection of consumer data and system integrity. Regulatory hurdles, need for updated policies and utility business models. Interoperability issues, ensuring compatibility between devices and platforms. Public acceptance, educating consumers and building trust in smart technologies. Overcoming these hurdles requires coordinated efforts between governments, utilities, tech companies, and citizens. Case example: smart grid in Austin, Texas, USA. Austin Energy has developed one of the most advanced smart grids in the US, featuring over 500,000 smart meters, real-time outage detection, distributed solar and battery systems, a demand response program that incentivizes consumers to reduce peak usage. The system has improved reliability, reduced emissions, and given consumers more control over their energy use. The future of intelligent energy systems. As cities grow more connected, intelligent energy systems will evolve toward autonomous grids powered by AI, vehicle-to-grid (V2G) systems where EVs contribute to energy storage, integrated energy districts that balance local supply and demand, energy as a service (EaaS) models for flexible subscription-based usage. The smart grid is not just an upgrade, it's the digital nervous system of the smart city. Part 4: Renewable Energy Integration. The case for renewable energy in cities. As urban populations grow and climate goals become more urgent, renewable energy is no longer optional, it's essential. Smart cities are uniquely positioned to lead the transition to clean, decentralized, and citizen-driven energy systems. Key drivers for renewable energy integration in smart cities include climate action and carbon reduction goals, improved air quality and public health, energy independence and resilience, cost reductions in renewable technologies, public demand for sustainable practices. Integrating renewables into urban systems not only reduces emissions, but also supports local economies and enhances energy security. Types of renewable energy in urban settings. Several types of renewable energy technologies are suitable for smart cities. Solar energy. Rooftop PV systems on homes, offices, and public buildings. Solar farms in urban outskirts or on brownfield sites. Building integrated photovoltaics, BIPV, embedded into facades and windows. Wind energy. Small-scale urban wind turbines on rooftops or tall structures. Offshore and onshore wind farms supplying nearby cities. Bioenergy. Conversion of organic waste, sewage and biomass into electricity or heat. Use in district heating systems or biogas plants. Geothermal energy. Ground source heat pumps for buildings. Deep geothermal for district-level heating and cooling. Hydropower, microhydro. In cities with natural waterways, microhydro can provide clean power. Smart cities often adopt a hybrid approach, combining multiple resources with storage and digital controls for optimized performance. Decentralized and distributed energy. One of the major shifts in renewable energy integration is the move from centralized to distributed energy resources, DERs. These are small-scale, often community or consumer-owned energy systems that feed into the local grid. Benefits of DERs include reduced transmission losses, localized energy resilience, community ownership and empowerment, lower infrastructure costs. Examples include solar panels on homes, shared wind turbines, and neighborhood battery banks. Smart cities actively promote DERs through subsidies, regulatory support, and grid access. Grid integration and management. Integrating renewable energy into the grid introduces variability due to the intermittent nature of sources like solar and wind. Smart energy systems help address this through forecasting tools, predict generation from weather and demand data. Energy storage, batteries, flywheels, pumped hydro, and thermal storage smooth fluctuations. Flexible demand response encourages users to shift usage to times of high renewable output. Virtual power plants, VPPs, network DERs managed as a single energy source. Microgrids, local grids that can operate independently during outages or grid instability. These tools ensure that renewable power can be reliably delivered without compromising stability or performance. Building renewable-ready cities. To support renewables, cities must adopt enabling policies and design strategies, such as zoning regulations that support rooftop solar and wind installations, green building codes that mandate or incentivize renewables, public-private partnerships for developing shared solar and wind projects, integration with urban planning, aligning energy with transportation, housing, and infrastructure. Cities can also tap into district energy systems, centralized networks that distribute heating and cooling powered by renewable sources, often used in conjunction with waste heat recovery. Economic and social dimensions. Renewable energy in smart cities is not just a technological transition, it's a socio-economic transformation. Job creation in construction, installation, maintenance, and system design. Energy justice, ensuring marginalized communities have access to clean energy. Affordability, lower long-term costs and price stability. Community empowerment, through cooperatives, citizen energy projects, and prosumer models. Cities can foster inclusive energy ecosystems by supporting low-income solar programs, community energy shares, and training for green jobs. Case example: Freiburg, Germany. Freiburg is known as one of Europe's greenest cities. Key achievements: over 50% of electricity from renewables. Widespread rooftop solar and energy-positive buildings. A citizen-owned solar cooperative model. Integrated policies linking energy, transport, and urban planning. Freiburg demonstrates how a city can successfully integrate renewables into the urban fabric while maintaining public engagement and long-term vision. The path forward. To accelerate renewable energy integration, smart cities must invest in digital infrastructure to manage complexity. Incentivize clean energy adoption through smart tariffs and subsidies. Build resilient grids capable of handling distributed, dynamic inputs. Engage stakeholders at all levels, from policymakers to residents. By weaving renewable energy into every aspect of city design and governance, urban centers can become climate leaders and hubs of innovation. Part 5: Energy Storage Solutions. Why energy storage matters in smart cities. Energy storage is the bridge between renewable generation and reliable power supply. As smart cities integrate variable energy sources like solar and wind, storage systems provide the flexibility and stability needed to ensure uninterrupted electricity services. In traditional energy systems, supply is adjusted to meet fluctuating demand. But with renewables, generation is intermittent and often doesn't align with consumption patterns. Energy storage solutions resolve this by capturing excess energy and releasing it when needed, creating a balanced, resilient, and efficient urban energy network. Types of energy storage technologies. Energy storage systems come in various forms, each with different characteristics suited for specific applications in smart cities. Battery energy storage systems (BESS). Lithium-ion batteries, high energy density, rapid response, widely used in homes, EVs, and grid applications. Flow batteries, suitable for longer duration storage and large-scale applications. Lead-acid batteries, economical but limited in lifespan and efficiency. Thermal energy storage. Stores energy in the form of heat or cold. Common methods include molten salt in solar thermal plants, ice storage for building cooling systems, phase change materials (PCMs) in buildings. Mechanical storage. Pumped hydro storage elevates water to a reservoir, releasing it to generate electricity when needed. Flywheels store kinetic energy using rotating disks, ideal for short bursts of high power output. Compressed air energy storage (CAES) uses underground caverns or tanks to store and release pressurized air. Hydrogen and power to gas. Surplus renewable energy can be used to electrolyze water into hydrogen, which is stored and later converted back into electricity or used in fuel cells and transport. Offers seasonal storage potential and supports sector coupling. Applications of storage in smart cities. Smart cities utilize energy storage in diverse and innovative ways. Grid stabilization maintains voltage and frequency stability. Peak shaving reduces demand during peak hours to avoid costly energy purchases. Renewable smoothing buffers fluctuations in wind or solar generation. Emergency backup ensures power supply during outages or disasters. Microgrid support enables islanding from the main grid during failures. Electric vehicle EV charging balances grid load during high EV usage. Integration with smart grids and renewables. Energy storage systems are integral to smart grids. With digital controls and data analytics, they can be deployed with precision and responsiveness. Key integration features include automated dispatch systems that release stored energy during high demand. AI-driven optimization of charge-discharge cycles to maximize efficiency and lifespan. Grid interactive buildings with behind-the-meter storage for self-consumption and grid services. Vehicle-to-grid (V2G) technology, where EVs act as mobile storage units supplying power back to the grid. Storage in buildings and infrastructure. Modern smart buildings incorporate storage as part of their energy management systems. Residential batteries, like Tesla Powerwall or LG Chem, for energy independence. Commercial and industrial (C&I) systems for demand charge management. Public infrastructure such as street lighting and transit hubs with solar plus storage combos. Storage also supports district energy systems, helping balance heating-cooling loads with renewable supply. Economic considerations. Energy storage economics are improving rapidly due to falling battery prices, particularly lithium-ion, regulatory incentives and subsidies in many countries. Revenue stacking. Storage systems can earn from multiple services like demand response, frequency regulation, and arbitrage. Deferred infrastructure costs, avoiding or delaying expensive grid upgrades. However, challenges remain, including high upfront costs, regulatory ambiguity, and uncertain returns for long-duration storage. Environmental and safety aspects. While storage enables clean energy, sustainability must be considered. Battery recycling and disposal. Lithium-ion batteries require proper end-of-life handling to avoid environmental harm. Resource extraction, mining of lithium, cobalt, and rare earths raises ethical and ecological concerns. Fire safety. Thermal runaway in batteries requires robust safety protocols, particularly in urban settings. Smart cities must adopt safe, circular, and ethical storage solutions alongside technical innovation. Case study: South Australia's Hornsdale Power Reserve. In 2017, Tesla and Neoen deployed one of the world's largest lithium-ion battery systems in South Australia. 100 megawatts, 129 megawatt-hours initially, later expanded. Integrated with a wind farm to stabilize the grid. Reduced grid service costs by tens of millions of dollars. Demonstrated how large-scale storage can enhance resilience and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. This project inspired similar initiatives worldwide, including in California, the UK, and India. The road ahead. Emerging trends and future directions in energy storage for smart cities include second life batteries from EVs used in stationary storage. AI-optimized distributed storage networks for city-wide energy orchestration. Hybrid energy systems combining solar, wind, hydrogen, and storage. Community energy storage shared across neighborhoods. Energy storage is no longer just a backup plan. It's becoming a core enabler of smart, sustainable urban energy systems. Part 6: Demand-Side Management and Smart Metering. Introduction to Demand-Side Management, DSM. Demand-Side Management, DSM, refers to strategies and technologies aimed at controlling and optimizing consumer electricity usage. Rather than simply building more supply to meet growing demand, DSM helps to reshape when and how energy is used, improving overall system efficiency. In smart cities, DSM plays a key role in reducing peak load stress on the grid, lowering energy costs for consumers and utilities, enabling better integration of renewable energy, enhancing grid reliability and flexibility. DSM empowers both utilities and consumers to become active participants in the energy ecosystem. Components of demand-side management. DSM comprises various programs and techniques including load shifting, moving electricity consumption from peak to off-peak hours, common in commercial and industrial sectors. Peak clipping, reducing energy use during periods of highest demand, can involve automated control systems or behavior change. Valley filling, encouraging energy use during low-demand periods. Useful for increasing the use of renewable power at night or during high supply. D. Load shedding. Controlled reduction of load to prevent grid failure. Typically implemented during emergencies or critical shortages. E. Flexible load management. Dynamically adjusts loads in response to real-time grid conditions or price signals. Often managed through automated systems using AI and IoT. Role of smart metering in DSM. Smart meters are the foundational technology enabling DSM. They provide real-time or near real-time data on electricity usage and enable two-way communication between consumers and utilities. Key features include time of use to pricing, encourages users to shift consumption based on price signals. Remote readings, reduces the need for manual meter reading and improves billing accuracy. Consumption transparency, helps users understand and manage their energy use. Outage detection, allows quicker identification and response to power disruptions. Smart meters act as the interface for digital DSM, feeding valuable data into analytic systems and allowing consumers to make informed decisions. Enabling technologies. Several technologies support DSM and smart metering in smart cities. A Internet of Things (IoT) connects appliances, HVAC systems and lighting to the grid for intelligent control. Enables demand automation at the device level. B. Home Energy Management Systems (HEMS). Centralized platforms that monitor and optimize energy use in residential buildings. Often linked with rooftop solar and battery storage systems. C. Building Energy Management Systems (BEMS). Used in commercial buildings for advanced energy optimization. Incorporates data from sensors, occupancy patterns and weather forecasts. D. AI and predictive analytics. Forecasts demand patterns and automates DSM responses. Enhances efficiency and accuracy of load management. Consumer engagement and behavior change. Effective DSM is not just about technology, it's about people. Smart cities implement strategies to engage consumers and promote behavioral changes. Incentive-based programs, discounts or rebates for reducing peak consumption. Gamification, using apps and dashboards to encourage energy-saving habits. Real-time feedback, showing users their consumption in monetary and environmental terms. Community-based initiatives, localized campaigns for energy conservation and peer learning. When consumers understand how and when they use energy, they're more likely to support and participate in DSM programs. Benefits of DSM and smart metering. For smart cities, DSM and smart metering deliver a host of benefits. Reduced peak demand and operational costs. Better integration of renewables and distributed energy. Improved grid stability and fewer blackouts. Lower emissions from reduced fossil fuel use. Empowered consumers with more control over energy bills. Utilities also benefit by deferring infrastructure upgrades and enhancing customer satisfaction. Challenges and barriers. Despite the advantages, several barriers still exist. Consumer privacy concerns regarding data collection. Cost of smart meter deployment and system upgrades. Resistance to change in user habits and perception. Cybersecurity risks in digital energy systems. Lack of interoperability between devices and platforms. Overcoming these challenges requires public trust, strong policy frameworks and collaborative innovation. Case study: Ontario, Canada. Ontario was one of the first regions in North America to roll out smart meters province-wide. Over 4.8 million smart meters installed. Introduction of time-of-use rates for residential consumers. 3-tier pricing structure to encourage off-peak usage. Enabled real-time load control and detailed usage analytics. The program significantly reduced peak load stress and contributed to a cleaner, more responsive grid. The future of DSM in smart cities. Looking ahead, DSM will evolve from static programs to dynamic AI-driven energy ecosystems. Real-time automated load shaping through AI and machine learning. Integration with EVs and storage to create responsive mobile DSM assets. Peer-to-peer energy trading based on usage patterns and local generation. Personalized DSM programs tailored to household behavior and preferences. As smart cities grow more connected, DSM will become a core component of energy resilience, affordability, and sustainability. Part 7. Electric Vehicles and Urban Mobility. Introduction: Transportation's role in urban energy use. Transportation is a major energy consumer and contributor to urban air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. As cities aim for decarbonization and sustainable growth, transitioning to electric vehicles (EVs) is a critical strategy. Electric mobility isn't just about cars, it includes buses, bikes, scooters, delivery vans, and even ferries. In a smart city, electric mobility is deeply integrated with energy systems, urban planning, and digital infrastructure to create efficient, clean, and connected transport ecosystems. The rise of electric vehicles. Several factors are driving the adoption of EVs in smart cities. Climate and air quality goals. Falling battery costs and improved range. Supportive policies and incentives. Growing charging infrastructure. Integration with renewable energy. EVs also offer lower operational costs and can be powered by clean electricity, making them ideal for future urban transport. EV types and applications. Electric mobility in cities encompasses a wide variety of vehicle types. A. Private EVs. Cars used by individuals or households. Often paired with home chargers and smart meters. B. Public transit EVs. Electric buses and minibuses reduce emissions and noise in dense areas. Can operate on fixed routes with optimized charging cycles. C. Micro-mobility. E-scooters, e-bikes, and e-mopeds enable short, last-mile connectivity. Often available via sharing platforms integrated into city mobility apps. D. Freight and delivery. Electric vans and trucks used by logistics companies. Ideal for predictable urban delivery routes and zero-emission zones. E. Shared and autonomous EVs. Ride-hailing services deploying EV fleets. Future potential for autonomous electric shuttles and taxis. EV charging infrastructure. A robust and flexible charging network is crucial for large-scale EV adoption. Cities must deploy a mix of home chargers for residential use, workplace and commercial chargers for daytime charging, public fast chargers at strategic urban locations, ultra-fast and highway chargers for intercity travel, wireless inductive charging for buses and taxis at stops and depots. Smart cities use real-time data and digital maps to manage charger availability, energy load, and user navigation. Smart charging and grid integration. Smart charging aligns EV electricity demand with grid capacity and renewable supply. Features include time of use charging to reduce peak demand, vehicle-to-grid (V2G) systems where EVs discharge energy back to the grid, dynamic pricing to influence when and where users charge, AI-driven load balancing to avoid grid overload. Through these tools, EVs become mobile energy assets, contributing to demand-side management and grid flexibility. Policy and incentives. Governments and cities support EV adoption through various mechanisms. Purchase subsidies and tax incentives. Reduce tolls, registration fees, or parking rates. Low-emission zones (LEZs) or zero-emission mandates. Fleet electrification targets for public and private transport. building codes requiring EV-ready infrastructure. Cities also offer public awareness campaigns and EV test driving programs to boost acceptance. Integration with urban mobility systems. Electric mobility must be seamlessly connected with broader transport strategies. Mobility as a Service (MaaS) platforms integrate public transport, ride-hailing EVs and micro-mobility into a single digital service. Transit-oriented development (TOD) links electric transport hubs with housing, commerce and jobs. First-mile, last-mile connectivity solutions enhance accessibility and reduce car dependence. EVs are most effective when part of a multimodal, user-friendly urban mobility plan. Environmental and economic impacts. The shift to electric mobility offers multiple benefits. Reduced urban air pollution and respiratory illness. Lower greenhouse gas emissions, especially when powered by renewables. Quieter streets and improved urban livability. New economic opportunities in battery manufacturing, charging infrastructure and EV services. However, challenges remain around battery recycling, equitable access and charging infrastructure deployment in older neighborhoods. Case study: Amsterdam, Netherlands. Amsterdam has emerged as a leader in urban electric mobility. Extensive public charging network, powered by 100% renewable energy. Incentives for electric taxis, buses and boats. Target to be emission-free by 2030. Integration of EVs with public transport, cycling infrastructure and MaaS platforms. The city's success lies in a combination of policy support, innovation and citizen engagement. Future trends in urban electric mobility. The coming years will see autonomous electric fleets for shared urban transport. AI-managed mobility systems optimizing traffic and charging. Battery swapping stations for 2- and 3-wheelers. Integration with smart buildings and renewable microgrids. Hyperloop and electric air taxis as future mobility layers. Smart cities that embrace these trends can create clean, inclusive, and agile transport networks fit for the 21st century. Part 8: ICT and Data-Driven Energy Systems. The role of ICT in smart energy management. Information and Communication Technology (ICT) is the digital nervous system of a smart city's energy infrastructure. It connects devices, sensors, users, and energy providers through seamless data exchange, enabling real-time energy monitoring, automated control of energy flows, predictive maintenance and optimization, integration of distributed energy resources (DERs), enhanced reliability, security and resilience of energy systems. Without ICT, a smart city's energy systems would lack the intelligence and agility to meet dynamic urban needs. Core ICT components in smart energy systems. Smart energy systems leverage a range of ICT technologies. Smart sensors and IoT devices. Measure electricity consumption, temperature, lighting, and more. Installed in buildings, grids, vehicles, and appliances. Enable real-time data collection and automated control. Advanced metering infrastructure (AMI). A communication network linking smart meters to utility systems. Facilitates demand-side management, remote billing and dynamic pricing. Supervisory control and data acquisition (SCADA) systems. Used in utilities for remote monitoring and control of substations, grid assets and energy flows. Data management platforms. Aggregate and analyze data from multiple sources. Enable energy forecasting, system optimization and user insights. Communication networks. Fiber optics, 5G, LPWAN and other wireless tech support data transfer. Crucial for low latency and high reliability operations. Big data in energy systems. With billions of connected devices in smart cities, energy systems generate vast amounts of data, from grid loads to appliance-level consumption. Big data analytics turns this information into actionable intelligence. Load forecasting to balance supply and demand. Predictive maintenance to avoid equipment failure. Behavioral analytics for targeted energy efficiency campaigns. Fault detection and grid resilience monitoring. Optimization of distributed energy resources (DERs). These insights lead to better planning, reduced costs, and improved service quality. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and machine learning (ML) bring a new level of intelligence to energy systems by enabling autonomous grid management, automatically responding to demand spikes, outages, and renewable fluctuations. Smart building systems, adjusting HVAC and lighting based on occupancy, weather, and usage patterns. Energy trading algorithms, managing decentralized peer-to-peer energy exchanges. EV charging optimization, balancing grid needs and driver schedules. AI ensures speed, accuracy, and adaptability, critical for the energy systems of tomorrow. Blockchain in energy systems. Blockchain technology introduces decentralized trust and transparency, with applications such as peer-to-peer energy trading. Neighbors can buy and sell rooftop solar power directly. Tracking renewable energy certificates (RECs), verifying green energy claims. Smart contracts for automating billing, supply, and maintenance agreements. Energy access and microgrids in underserved communities. By cutting out intermediaries, blockchain enables efficient, secure, and scalable energy exchanges. Cybersecurity and data privacy. As energy systems become digital, they also become vulnerable. Smart cities must address cyber attacks on grid infrastructure, unauthorized data access and surveillance, consumer privacy violations, data integrity threats. Strategies include end-to-end encryption, AI-based threat detection, regular penetration testing, clear data governance policies, user control over personal energy data. Security must be embedded into system design, not added as an afterthought. Interoperability and standards. A key challenge in smart energy ICT is interoperability, ensuring that devices and platforms from different manufacturers work together. To achieve this, cities must adopt open standards and APIs. Industry protocols like IEC 61850, MQTT, and OpenADR. Cloud-native architecture that scales and adapts. Digital twins to simulate and manage infrastructure performance in virtual environments. Standardization enables scalability, flexibility, and innovation across the ecosystem. Case study: Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona is a pioneer in using ICT to manage energy and sustainability. Integrated City Data Platform collects information from sensors, buildings, vehicles, and energy systems. Smart lighting system adjusts based on motion and daylight. District energy monitoring tracks heating, cooling demand and production in real time. Open Data Portal fosters transparency and innovation by allowing developers access to energy datasets. Barcelona shows how cities can become data-driven, participatory, and resilient through ICT. The road ahead: autonomous AI-driven cities. Looking forward, ICT will support fully intelligent, autonomous energy systems. Self-healing grids that reroute power during faults. AI city energy managers balancing production, demand, and emissions in real time. Integrated city dashboards for planners, businesses, and citizens. AI-led energy equity programs targeting support to underserved areas. In this vision, data is not just a byproduct, it's the fuel of urban energy intelligence. Part 9. Resilience, reliability, and disaster preparedness. Understanding resilience in urban energy systems. Resilience in energy systems refers to the ability to anticipate, absorb, recover from, and adapt to disruptive events, whether caused by natural disasters, cyberattacks, technical failures, or extreme weather. For smart cities, resilience is not optional. As urban populations grow and climate risks intensify, cities must ensure that energy systems can withstand shocks and stresses, recover rapidly from outages, maintain critical services under adverse conditions, continuously adapt to changing threats. Reliability and resilience are the twin pillars of secure urban energy. Common energy threats in urban environments. Smart cities face a range of risks that can compromise energy infrastructure. Natural disasters. Hurricanes, floods, wildfires, earthquakes, and heatwaves can damage generation, transmission, and distribution systems. Cyberattacks. Digital energy systems are vulnerable to hacking, ransomware, and malware targeting grid operations. Aging infrastructure. Legacy grid components may be prone to failure and incompatible with modern technologies. Demand surges. Heat waves or cold snaps can trigger overwhelming spikes in electricity demand. Fuel supply disruptions. Disruptions to gas or oil supply chains can affect backup generation capacity. Equipment failure. Unexpected outages in substations or transformers can cascade through the network. Designing resilient energy systems. A resilient urban energy system is built on several key principles. Redundancy. Incorporating backup systems, spare capacity, and alternative power routes. Flexibility. Ability to reconfigure grid operations and integrate new resources on the fly. Distributed energy resources (DERs). Local generation and storage, e.g., rooftop solar plus batteries, reduce reliance on centralized infrastructure. Microgrids. Islandable systems that can operate independently during grid failure, serving critical facilities like hospitals, shelters, and emergency centers. Automation and smart monitoring. Real-time sensors and AI can identify problems and automatically reroute power or isolate faults. Reliability, keeping the lights on. Reliability focuses on day-to-day performance, ensuring power is consistently delivered without interruption. Key reliability metrics include SAIDI, System Average Interruption Duration Index. SIFI, System Average Interruption Frequency Index. CAIDI, Customer Average Interruption Duration Index. Smart cities improve reliability through preventive maintenance based on IoT data, remote grid monitoring and control, undergrounding of transmission lines in high-risk zones, digital twin simulations for failure prediction, smart recloses and sectionalizers to localize outages. Disaster preparedness strategies. Preparedness is a proactive approach to resilience. It includes a risk assessment, identifying vulnerable assets and mapping critical loads. Emergency energy plans, protocols for blackouts, fuel shortages, and mass evacuations. Community energy resilience hubs. Equipped with solar panels, batteries, and basic amenities, these hubs provide power and shelter during crises. Energy resource diversification. Combining solar, wind, bioenergy, and hydro ensures no over-reliance on a single source. Public education. Teaching citizens how to reduce demand, report outages, and use backup systems. Role of technology in resilience. Smart technologies enhance disaster preparedness and system robustness. AI-powered outage forecasting and damage assessment. Drones for infrastructure inspection post-disaster. Blockchain for decentralized energy transactions during grid failure. Mobile apps for alerting users to outages, demand reduction needs, or evacuation energy routes. Case study: New York City's resilience post-Hurricane Sandy. After Hurricane Sandy in 2012, New York invested heavily in energy resilience. Developed microgrids for critical services like hospitals and transit systems. Implemented climate risk assessments for all utility assets. Upgraded substations and flood protection measures. Supported solar plus storage installations across low-income communities. Created Grid of the Future plans for more adaptive infrastructure. NYC's transformation has become a global model for urban energy resilience. Building equity into resilience. Resilience planning must also be inclusive. Vulnerable populations often suffer the most during energy disruptions. Smart cities prioritize resilience investments in underserved areas. Affordable access to backup power. Community involvement in planning. Support for renters and low-income households to access solar storage or microgrid benefits. Energy resilience must serve everyone, not just those who can afford it. Future outlook. As climate change, urbanization and digitization accelerate, resilience will become even more critical. Smart cities of the future will rely on AI-led resilience assessments, global resilience data networks for early warning and best practices, city-wide energy dashboards for real-time risk visualization, climate-proof infrastructure built with advanced materials and design. Urban energy systems must not only be smart, they must be tough, fair, and future-ready. Part 10. Policy, Governance and Citizen Participation. The governance challenge in smart city energy. Energy transformation in smart cities is not solely a technical or economic matter, it is deeply political and social. Policies, governance frameworks, and citizen participation play a pivotal role in shaping how energy systems are designed, deployed, and managed. Effective governance ensures that smart city energy systems are equitable and inclusive, environmentally sustainable, economically efficient, technologically secure, and innovative, democratically accountable. Smart energy policies require coordinated leadership, cross-sector collaboration, and active public engagement. Policy instruments for smart energy transitions. Governments at all levels, national, regional, and local, use a variety of policy tools to accelerate the transition to smarter urban energy systems. Regulatory frameworks. Building codes mandating energy efficiency and EV readiness. Grid modernization mandates for utilities. Renewable energy targets and procurement rules. Incentives and subsidies. Tax credits for rooftop solar and energy-efficient appliances. Grants and loans for microgrids or building retrofits. Feed-in tariffs and net metering for decentralized generation. Carbon pricing. Carbon taxes or cap-and-trade schemes to internalize climate costs. Revenues used to fund clean energy projects and support low-income households. Urban planning and zoning. Transit-oriented development (TOD) and mixed-use zoning reduce energy use. Green infrastructure requirements, e.g., green roofs, passive solar design. Public procurement. Governments lead by example through green purchasing and electrification of fleets. Multi-level and cross-sectoral governance. Smart energy transitions require cooperation across national governments, policy frameworks, funding. City governments, implementation, local regulations. Utilities and grid operators, technical systems. Private sector innovators, products and services. Civil society organizations, community outreach, advocacy. Governance platforms and public-private partnerships help coordinate these actors, avoid silos and promote shared objectives. Citizen engagement in smart energy systems. Citizens are not passive consumers, they are active stakeholders. Engaging them early and meaningfully ensures broader buy-in and better outcomes. Energy democracy. Empowering citizens to own, manage and shape local energy systems. Community-owned solar projects and cooperatives. Participatory planning. Public consultations and digital platforms for energy decisions. Inclusion of